What's up, guys? I want to make sure I'm recording audio here, which I believe I am. Um, and yes, I am. I'm recording direct from my FaceTime HD camera on my iMac. This is the first time I'm actually recording directly from the iMac. I gotta get a haircut. Wow. But anyway, I just wanted to say a few things before the iPhone launch tomorrow. Um, a lot of speculation as to whether or not Apple will be redesigning this phone, the iPhone 4. Now, obviously, you know, it was just designed 16 months ago. It was, booked as the best design thing that Apple had put out. That being said, it's 16 months old. 16 months isn't that long, but for the technology world, it is pretty darn long. This phone is great. The Retina display is absolutely amazing. But with all the competitors coming out right now, um, and as an iPhone user now for almost a year, which isn't a long time compared to some of the other guys on here, but I do wish that the screen was bigger. That's my only thing. The phone itself works well. It's solid. You know, it always works when it's supposed to work. It's not slow. I've used Android devices, and they have been slow as anything. I've basically only used some of the Motorola droids. I haven't really played with anything more than that. So I can't say that all the phones are slow, but eventually they slow down because everybody has so many programs running, and this is going this way and whatever. But I just feel like the iOS has always been more stable. I love everything that it incorporates with the cloud and everything, and I really don't want to transition to another phone because Apple wouldn't deliver. That being said, if they did release an iPhone for us tomorrow with double the RAM and the A5 processor with a better camera, I would still buy the phone. I mean, it's an iPhone 4 in look, but inside it's a completely new phone. I mean, it has an A5 processor, which is a dual core processor, and with the specs they put out with the A5 processor, you get a higher GPU, and it just would be an amazing phone, as well as doubling the memory, 1 gig. I've heard rumors that it also will be starting at 32 gigabytes at the 199 price point, which is very nice. I have a 16 gigabyte iPhone 4, and it's fine, but I do tend to get close, like if I'm recording a couple of videos. But it's usually fine for me to have regular my amount of photos and music, but 32 gigabytes would be amazing, and especially at a 199 price point. So yes, I would still be getting it. I would still be upgrading. But I'd be disappointed that Apple wouldn't have innovated and brought another design to the table. Now, it's a company. You can't always be on the front line of innovation, but I feel like Steve Jobs stepped down as CEO, Tim Cook's taken the reins. It's been 16 months since the release. Usually they release a phone every year. With the antenna gate issues, all the antenna problems that the iPhone 4 had, you'd think they would redesign the phone. Or, well, with the iPhone 4S and all the leaked parts, they did modify the antenna so that it wouldn't have those issues. But still, I think that the iPhone 4 with the antenna issue and everything, even though they modify it, I think they need to move on. I think the iPhone 4 is a amazing phone, but 16 months is, a decent amount of time for a phone to be out. I have a feeling the iPhone 4S will launch for Sprint, um, AT&T, and Verizon in the U.S. I'm talking just U.S. carriers here, and there will be a low-end iPhone model that's made cheaper, apparently, with cheaper parts. Same internals as the iPhone 4, but with cheaper parts. Um, and then there will be an iPhone 5. That's my personal opinion. For the longest time, Wall Street Journal has always been sort of attached to Apple at the hip a little bit, and they kind of get exclusive news. So I have a feeling that they know something. Um, so I go by their article. Um, their article basically stated that, the new iPhone will be thinner, lighter, with a larger screen. Obviously, all the other rumors of the A5 processor moving into the iPad, the iPhone from the iPad 2, is very likely. Um, Leaks of the A5 in an iPhone 4S have been leaked already, so there you go. As well as 1 gig of memory and an 8 megapixel Sony camera, which will update the already amazing camera on the iPhone 4. Um, the event's in less than 12 hours here on the Eastern Seaboard. I'm very, very excited. I just want to get this video out. I will also post a video tomorrow talking about the iPhone 4. Will I get it? Or hopefully the iPhone 5. And what happened and how I feel. I'm hoping Steve Jobs also makes an appearance, even though he may only be making an appearance over FaceTime, which I would think would be a very good positive indication of Steve just clarifying, hey, I'm giving the reins to Tim Cook, and let's hope that he makes an appearance because that's a sign for his health. I'm hoping maybe they could show off some of the iOS 5 stuff that they didn't capture in the last event, and hopefully call Steve with the new phone via FaceTime. Anyway, this is just supposed to be a quick video. I just wanted to put it out there. But my thoughts, iPhone 5 will be out. It will be similar to the mock-up created based on the leaked case designs. It's another point that I think that, the iPhone 5 will be out with the Wall Street Journal articles indicating a thinner, lighter phone with larger screen. The photo stream icon that was released, I think, iPhoto beta or something to that effect, working with iCloud, or there was a photo stream icon that someone posted that was an iPhone with a larger screen and an elongated home button. And some, believe that that is what the new iPhone 5 is going to look like. Thinner teardrop designs. You've seen the mock-up as well as the case designs. Casemate leaked cases on their website. A few other case companies have made iPhone 5 cases. Even some AT&T stores already started getting them sent to the stores, I guess, to stock up ahead of time. So, I mean, all these things indicate to me that there probably will be an iPhone 5. I'm pretty certain, especially with the Samsung Galaxy 2 and the new Windows phones coming out and all the other Android phones like the Bionic and everything, Apple's going to need to release a phone with better internals. I mean, better design, not just the internals. I mean, people look at the design of a product. If someone says, hey, here's the iPhone 4 from last year, and here's the new iPhone 4S. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? There's no real change in the design. Yes, the phone is doubly as fast, has double the memory in the phone, but it looks identical. And I think that will, people are going to be like, don't see a difference. What do these specs mean? It's like someone, you go out and you go get a desktop computer. People get the cheapest one, Black Friday, $299. They get the cheapest desktop. People don't really look at the specs. They look at what the phone looks like. Bigger screen, bigger, better, So if they see a Samsung Galaxy 2 with the 4.3-inch screen at the same price as a smaller iPhone, and they're not as tech savvy, they're not gonna know what to do. Anywho, that being said, my prediction is iPhone 5 tomorrow, iPhone 4S tomorrow, and cheaper iPhone model. Sprint will now be a carrier for the iPhone 4S. They won't get the iPhone 5 yet. The iPhone 5 will only be exclusive to Verizon and AT&T. We'll see a 4-inch or a 3.7-inch screen with a thinner, lighter teardrop design. The iPhone 5. The iPhone 4S will have the same specs as the iPhone 5, but the iPhone 4 form factor and the iPhone 4 will have the same specs as the iPhone 4 currently, but with a cheaper model. Anyway, Frank Jacarico here, Frankie Savvy, out.